Good evening. I'd like to call this Planning and Zoning Commission on Monday, March 17th at 6:14 PM to order. Clerk, please call the roll.
Becker. O'Flaherty.
Here.
Pena Graham. Here. Wright.
Here.
McMahon.
Here.
Chair Maxwell. Quorum present.
Thank you very much. At this point in the meeting, I'm going to ask for an approval of the agenda as submitted.
So moved.
I have a motion to approve the agenda as submitted from O'Flaherty. Second.
I second.
Second by Pena Graham. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. The agenda is passed. At this point of the meeting, I'm going to ask for the approval of the minutes from the March 3rd, 2025 meeting.
So move.
We have a motion to approve the minutes from the March 3rd, 2025 meeting on the floor from Wright. Second.
I second.
Second from O'Flaherty. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. This is the public participation portion of the meeting. At this point of the meeting, I'm going to open the floor to anyone wishing to speak of business that is not on the agenda. Seeing none, I'm going to go to the new business portion of the meeting. The first item on the agenda for new business is a public hearing. A petition by the Pugh Family Limited Partnership, represented by Kathy Pugh, for approval of a variance to the Unified Development Ordinance in order to incorporate a 15 square foot electronic changeable copy sign, digital display sign, on an existing legal non-conforming ground sign at the Shell Express Lane gas station located at 175 West Lincoln Highway. Is there a presentation to be made from the floor? If there is, you can come on up to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and give us your presentation.
Good evening. I am Kathy Pugh, and I'm here for the Shell Station. We want to put an electronic message board in because, one, it's good for business. Two, it's surprising, even though we've been open 6 months, there are still people that think we do automotive there. We have them almost every other place, and we, partner with the Chamber and Rotary and everything else, schools for civic things, and we just would like you to let us have it.
All right, well, thank you, Kathy. Is there a city presentation on this?
Yes, staff report provided. So the variance is for this is a legal non-conforming sign. You can see the existing sign for Shell. It's 22 feet high, 66 square feet. They want to add the digital display at the bottom portion. You can see here, taking about just 18% of the total sign area. Constructed several decades ago, built per the code at that time. So it's legally built, but has become non-conforming because our ground signs for a single user, the max height is 10 feet and 50 square feet. So adding the digital display component, as Kathy mentioned, they want to advertise more of some of their products, what they do, services, what they sell at the bottom of the sign, so not making it higher, just adding to the bottom. They still have adequate sight visibility on the sign. There's some history along Lincoln Highway. There's a sign location there at the corner. A few years back, 2020, the commission did approve a variance for the First National Bank of Omaha to put up, where the sign was there, they added a digital display component to their existing sign that's about 30 foot high. You can see the other pole signs along East Lincoln Highway that are over 10 feet in height, so it shouldn't, definitely will not put a negative impact on the surrounding area. It's the American Liquor sign there too. So we think it meets all the criteria for a variance. They're not adding to the height of the sign. The digital display signs in our UDO have restrictions regarding how long a message has to be up. Have to comply with all of those. The applicant understands that and noted they will comply. We didn't receive any public input on this variance request, so staff recommends approval of the variance, and a sample motion was prepared for the commission.
All right. Thank you, Dan. Is there anybody from the public that wishes to speak on this issue? If there is, come to the podium, state your name and address for the record before you speak. Seeing none from the public, I'm going to close the public the public hearing, this public hearing, and then open it up to the commission for discussion.
Makes sense.
Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, no questions, no public input from the outside here. I don't think I have any questions. Does anybody just want to make a motion?
I will.
Beautiful.
Based on the submitted petition, testimony presented, and findings of fact, I move that the Planning and Zoning Commission approve a variance to allow a 15-square-foot electronic changeable copy sign, digital display sign, on an existing legal non-conforming ground sign at Shell Express Lane gas station located at 175 West Lincoln Highway, as shown on the sign detail and aerial photo labeled as Exhibit A.
We have a motion on the floor from O'Flaherty. Can I get a second?
Second.
A second from Wright. Clerk, please call the roll.
O'Flaherty,
Yes.
Peony Graham,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
McMahon.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
All right, we have another item of new business on the agenda tonight. This is a plat of vacation, a request to vacate a portion of Simmons Avenue, the City of DeKalb, and Algus Packaging LLC. Do we have a presentation from the floor?
Yes. So kind of, I guess, co-applicant, the city and August Packaging, Inc. Simons Avenue on the off East Lincoln Highway, southeast quadrant. Serves an area that mostly industrial, obviously, and then stretches further south and has been recently improved. It's included city right-of-way in red here, which is proposed to be vacated. Also city property that was deeded to the city further south, not right-of-way, that we're looking to vacate the right-of-way. August Packaging has done some improvements to the roadway out there to access their large plant here. I'll let Zach Gill, our city engineer, go a little bit more in the background of this. And why don't you go ahead, Zach, and fill us in.
There's dozens of these scenarios all around the city and most cities probably in the country that as people develop their property, part of that original platting and development process, we asked to have an appropriate stretch of land dedicated as right of way. Therefore, a road network couldn't be impeded by a single user along there. So at some point, we acquired, like I said, one was dedicated, and the one to the south is simply fee simple. So they bought it for $1, bought it for fair market value at some point. Anyways, that would have been to extend Simons Avenue south, eventually intersect with Maycom Drive, I guess, or whatever. Clearly, that's not the way the area is going to develop, and this has just kind of been lingering, hanging around there. It's a much more productive use of it for Algus Packing to use it as additional access point. We already went ahead and via permit allowed them to install the road as the city has the right to do, but it's more of just a cleanup here. It's more appropriate to be part of their facility from a legal standpoint on the underlying ground. So that's all we're looking to do here. There's no reason that we should hold on to it or anyone else has any realistic use for it besides Algus. So.
And I would mention Rod McNeil, the CEO of Algus Packaging, is here, or if you have any questions, or if, Rod, you want to say anything. But pictures show the improvements that were done by Algus, asphalt to the plant there for trucks a lot. So they're not using 7th Street, or 10th, is it 10th or 10th Street? Taylor and 10th,
Taylor and Maplewood.
which are prohibited for trucks. So it's worked out for them pretty good, and this will go, after recommendation from the commission, go to the city council for final action to vacate the right-of-way.
Okay.
This shows the road. I think about 10 years ago, it was kind of basically
Gravel.
gravel, grass. It has been improved by them. And the city will maintain the right-of-way, of course, leading south up to the area that's going to be dedicated.
Yeah, the city
Vacated.
has completed all the improvements
Yeah.
that it would up to the point that it currently terminates. And part of that survey was based on instructions from my office as to where the city was comfortable relinquishing the property, so.
Very good. Did you want to add anything? No. You're good, okay. All right. Is there anybody from the public wishing to speak on this item? Seeing none, if this is not a public hearing, I'm going to open it up to the commissioners for discussion, questions, a motion.
Makes sense to me. I never knew that they joined up. And I've spent a lot of time very close to that parcel, so,
I was back there years ago when it was the gravel road.
yeah.
And you have the two facilities, right? You have,
Yes, we have 200 North Peace Road as well.
right. So it makes sense. It keeps the truck traffic off of Taylor, off of the other side streets that you want to keep it off of. All right. If nobody has any questions, does anyone want to make a motion on this one? We'd have to make a motion to move forward.
Yeah, there's sample motion report, so.
Okay,
I can.
go ahead.
I move that the Planning and Zoning Commission recommend approval of a plat of vacation dated 12/2/24 for a portion of Simons Avenue as shown on Exhibit A.
We have a motion on the floor from Pena Graham. Can I get a second?
Second.
We have a second from Wright. Clerk, please call the roll, please.
O'Flaherty,
Yes.
Penny Graham,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
McMahon.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you for coming tonight. All right. Reports, do we have any staff reports?
Yes, next commission meeting, April 7th. I got 3 weeks, extra week there. So we have one hearing. The commission will be given a copy or link to our webpage this week. Rezoning at 209 Grove Street. They're proposing to rezone from light industrial to central business district. It's a little pocket of light industrial zoning the south of the tracks. Along Grove Street, pretty much between 2nd and 3rd, roughly, but it's one building in there. He's done some work in it and wants to rezone it to open it up for
The old-
retail, office uses.
The old
uses that-
Wizard building?
Yes.
Okay.
The Wizard, yes. So that's one hearing we have for that night so far. At the last council meeting on March 10th, they approved the annual update to the zoning map. Friday, the commission produced a copy of that. It's on our webpage, of course, and the memo that shows the work the commission did this past year on all the rezonings. Also, we added the special uses, which we've had the zoning map on their webpage, the PDF copy, for a long, long time. We added last year an interactive zoning map on there. You can go see and you can put an address in or go to any parcel and click on it. It will show you the zoning, also the ordinance, and eventually any special use permit ordinance for that particular site will appear there. So that's pretty helpful to realtors, developers, taking a look at that instead of trying to look at the PDF, which is maybe hard to zoom in on. So. And they also approved, the council, the text amendment with the electric vehicle charging stations that the commission reviewed, so that was approved by them also. That's all I had.
Nice.
All right. Anybody from the commission have anything to report? Seeing none, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
We have a motion to adjourn from Wright on the floor, second.
I second.
Second from O'Flaherty. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right.
Amen.